I asked what was going on with you, my collective, and the energy of what's surrounding you is what's coming out. It's looking like there's a baby mother or a baby father that you've been dealing with. They're hoping that you're unable to get something done. They're hoping that it's almost like they're hoping that you don't meet some type of deadline, you don't do something properly, so that they can take advantage of the situation, take advantage of you. They see that you're relaxing a lot right now and that you're okay, and it's really bothering them. And they may have like a brother who's a confidant to them. Word magic. What is word magic? I'm not really. It must be a lot going on with you right now because word magic came up. Bad energy at work and spiritual bath. These people are on your motherfucking ass, my collective. They're speaking so much hate and so much negative towards you right now. There may be a need for you to like hop in the ocean or go ahead and get a spiritual bath. If you know somebody who knows how to make spiritual baths, make sure you contact them and you do one really soon. It's a lot of hateful energy around you. A lot of people who are kind of like hoping that you don't get something done. And also, it's the energy of someone hoping that you lash out, that you act out of character, is what I'm hearing. What energy is my collective in the situation? Wow. This is why this came up, because I said what's going on with my collective, but you yourself, you're in the energy of building businesses. For some of you, I just heard tariffs. For some of you, I think that you may be taking advantage of the current stock right now, the stock market. The other card that came out says go for it. You may be in the process of rebranding yourself, rebuilding yourself in some way. You're investing in a project. For some of you, you're looking into some type of like web design or redoing a website or providing a service online. Oh, let's go for it. Wow. Y'all. Okay, it says ability to hear ghosts and smoker. You might be, okay, for some of y'all, you already are a smoker. But I think that you are either going to be changing the way that you smoke. You might be trying to use more like maybe smoking things like lavender mixed with your, whatever, or you're trying to utilize it in a different way. Or you might be trying to use more natural ways like mushrooms possibly to get a better understanding of self. I don't know. I'm not sure, but you're exploring yourself. You're exploring your abilities and it's giving me the energy of main character in an anime. Like, you're just like, I'm going to go to sleep right now. Maybe one night you might try to do some type of like symbol. You're practicing mantras to connect, your chakra points to certain parts that you're trying to heal. Maybe you're focusing more. Maybe you're taking some time out throughout the day to meditate. But I am getting something with hand, maybe posing, maybe yoga. You're doing something and incorporating it into a method that you use all the time to relax. If you're not doing that already, you need to. Maybe incorporate some sound bowls, some vibration. I don't know. You're focusing on self. You're working on your abilities, and your energy is not on these people. Honestly, these people over here, they're thinking about you every day. They are plotting. They think that they will be successful in creating some type of drama for you so that your life can be in some type of chaos and turmoil. But little do they know, your life is actually on the opposite spectrum right now. You're very calm. You're very zen. You're in a strategic state of mind right now. You may even be like, look, I'm going to make sure I take a nap every day, or I'm going to try to. And I'm also going to try to get my work. It's like you're prioritizing things. You're realizing how much time you actually have. But they really think that this little plan is going to work. And I do have to say, I feel like whoever these people are, they're living in such a clouded reality. They can't even fathom the amount of peace that you have right now. And they're hoping that they can take advantage of your kindness when they look at you, but it's not kindness that they're seeing. They're seeing serenity when they look at you. They're seeing a sense of peace. And because you have this sense of peace, you're able to like immediately see through people's bullshit. And you're able to see people for what they are and see their intentions for what they are. It's almost like you guys are living, you're walking the same dirt on the same ground. But where your minds are, it's like night and day. It's like a toddler speaking to someone who has gotten like 2 or 3 college level degrees, and the understanding is just different. I don't know how else to say that. What is the advice from my collective concerning this baby father and brother type energy? This secret. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to go on a limb and say that this brother energy is a little bit separate than this baby father energy. My collective, you may have a male friend that you recently decided to take some time away from, possibly. It says, I really like you. I just require a certain amount of alone time. You may have told this friend of yours that you need to take some time from them. This person may be in pain and they feel like they need some love and support. First of all, this baby father energy is a coward. I'm going to go off on a limb and say that this stranger's secrets, asking for a reading to gain spiritual access to you, this baby mother or baby father may have been crying to somebody, wanting to have a pity party, and they got a stranger involved in you and their situation, probably not telling them the whole truth. Tell me more about this stranger's involvement. Everything blew up in my face and now I'm mad. About 1 year. Yeah, this could have been some pillow talking ass bitch that's connected to your ex, and now they're trying to move in closer. It says ground yourself in your energy. Frenemy. Testing you to see if you'll cheat. They're sending somebody into you, my collective. It's like they're being fucking weird. Meanwhile, you're just focused on yourself and your business, and everyone's just in a frenzy behind whatever the fuck you may or may not be doing. Yeah, so there may be a stranger coming to you, maybe to render your services, to have a conversation with you, come to you, man to woman, woman to woman, man to man, whatever the hell. But this brother energy, what does my collective need to know about this brother energy? The outcome will shock you. You may not like it. Relationship with self. Tell me more about this brother. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. My collective, this friend of yours, they feel like You're dropping them right when you're becoming famous, known, successful. They feel like they've helped you through some bad times in your life, and they also helped you to stand up for yourself, or they feel like they stood up for you in some ways, and they feel like it's not fair. They feel like you owe them. But it's like, what would you actually fucking owe them? You know what I mean? I don't feel like this person may have sent you money once or twice, but I'm not really feeling like they was financially supporting you. I feel like this person may have spoken. How did this person support my collective? This is ground your energy. They spoke to you on the phone. They talked you through situations, and they helped you to see a different perspective. And it's like, bitch, do you want pussy because you talked to me on the phone? Or should I give you $10,000 because you was my friend and we spoke on the phone? Like, what is it? What exactly would you want? If if being a friend meant there is some type of return in pay, or return in fees or something like that, then that's not really actually being a friend, is it? That's like saying you're not allowed to grow apart from anyone, and that if I knew you at this age, then you must come with me for the rest of my life. No, if my collective says like we're going in two different paths, or I'm not resonating with you, or I need to take a break from you, if you are a friend, you should support that person. But maybe right now they feel like they need help. They feel like they got stuff that's going on. But why would you want help from somebody who clearly cannot give you the help that you need? It's like you're looking at them, you're like, I know you can't do much for me, but give me everything that you can give because I did it in the past. But that person's like, no, I'm not going to deplete myself to zero to do that for you, you know? And how can you expect them to? I really honestly feel like whoever this like brotherly friend is, Spirit, what does this brotherly friend actually want from my collective? What do they actually want? A motherfucking mother. Mm. Spirit said it, not me. You need to heal that mother wound. This brotherly, they need to heal from that mother wound, because you could never replace their mother. And I'm so sorry to say, but there are a lot of masculine energies not knocking them down for it, because it's not their fault that they have a mother wound. But at a certain point in your life, you have to make that decision and recognize, like, yes, I may have a mother wound. Just the same way we are expected to realize that we may possibly have father wounds, or hell, a mother wound our damn selves. I know for me, it's definitely a mother wound. You feel me? And I have to learn, and I have to adjust and deal and realize and everything else. And this brotherly friend, he's going through that process right now. And it is, to me, it's a blessing to be able to take a step back from a friend when you realize that they are too codependent upon you. Because look, helping that friend, giving them what they want, being like their mother, that motherly love, that motherly energy, that would pacify them for years and years. And you would never allow them to be able to be an actual man and grow up from that wound. And him growing up from that wound would turn and help him to be a better husband, a better father one day, a better friend. So if you don't recognize that as a friend and say, look, I can't do this for you anymore because I believe that you can grow and be stronger and be better. So I'm not gonna enable your issues anymore. I'm gonna take a step back and allow you to learn from these issues. That's gonna make him a better person. Even though, yes, he's hurt and he's mad and everything right now, but going down the road of playing mind games, being manipulative and making people feel bad and like wanting to physically hurt them because you're not giving me what I want. My collective, that's not your role to play. And they don't have the right to put that on you because you're not their mother. You don't owe them this type of energy. You owe this energy to your own children and to your projects that you want to nurture. All right, anyway, let me stop going off on the rant. What's the advice for my collective in a situation? My collective, it's time to update. It says update your protection, update your altar. And so if you are praying, okay, I think what they're saying is, my collective, don't pray for the same things. Pray for more. If you are a petitioner, like if you have an altar you're putting petitions on, make sure you go back ever so often, reread your petitions. If you've gotten everything on your petitions, go ahead and change them out. Ask for something else. But you need to be selling yourself more, my collective. You're lightening up your load quite a bit. And you do have the wiggle room. You do. I feel like some of you are realizing I do have the space. I do have the wiggle room. I can do this. You know, this is practical now. You know what I'm saying? So start to put yourself out there a little bit more. If you were worried or wondering, it says no one can touch your hair on your head. Yes, you are protected. My collective. What's y'all? I will reach for that, but the girl can't reach for that right now. It says 9 days. What's going to happen in 9 days? What do we need to be aware of in 9 days? This is bad sex. Oh, God. Going to miss an opportunity. Yes, so in 9 days, somebody may try to distract you, get you all like in some type of upheaval, upset, crying, and everything else. But listen, this is a distraction. You just need to be aware that it's a distraction because maybe there's something you're supposed to file on that day, or somewhere you're supposed to go on that day, something that needs to be done, an appointment, something you need to remember. Put it on your calendar, set an alarm, have a contingency plan, just in case, okay? These motherfuckers are at it. I don't know what they want you to miss, but they want you to miss something. They're feeling like they're getting back at you for something that they deserve to have. And it says lack of control. And ancestor chooses this and agrees. Somebody's losing their cool because they feel like you owe them. A lot of people feel obligated to your energy and to your glow up, but these are the same people who may have been vamping on you, making you feel tired, making you feel like, you know what, I'm just going to lay it down here and talk on the phone with them a little bit longer instead of working on my projects. Instead of putting this out there, instead of editing this video, instead of, you know what I mean? Now you're doing the work. You're editing the videos. You're writing the books, you're styling, you're doing everything, and they're mad. You don't lose this opportunity. Pray before you leave your house. And stay focused, my collective. Good luck.